QATAR, KTR/wink with a frown A, Arabic, car, QTR, local vernacular pronunciation. Officially the state of Qatar is a country in West Asia. It occupies the Qatar Peninsula on the northeastern coast of the Arabian Peninsula in the Middle East. It shares its sole land border with Saudi Arabia to the south, with the rest of its territory surrounded by the Persian Gulf. The Gulf of Bahrain, an inlet of the Persian Gulf, separates Qatar from nearby Bahrain. The capital is Doha, home to over 80% of the country's inhabitants, and the land area is mostly made up of flat, low-lying desert. Qatar has been ruled as a hereditary monarchy by the House of Thani since Mohammed bin Thani signed an agreement, not a formal treaty, with Britain in 1868 that recognized its separate status. Following Ottoman rule, Qatar became a British protectorate in 1916 and gained independence in 1971. The current emir is Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, who holds nearly all executive, legislative, and judicial authority under the Constitution of Qatar. He appoints the Prime Minister and Cabinet. The partially elected Consultative Assembly can block legislation and has a limited ability to dismiss ministers. In early 2017, the population of Qatar was 2.6 million, with 313,000 of them Qatari citizens and 2.3 million expatriates. Its official religion is Islam. The country has the 4th highest GDP per capita in the world and the 11th highest GNI per capita. It ranks 42nd in the Human Development Index, the 3rd highest HDI in the Arab world. It is a high-income economy, backed by the world's 3rd largest natural gas reserves and oil reserves. Qatar is one of the world's largest exporters of liquefied natural gas and the world's largest emitter of carbon dioxide per capita. In the 21st century, Qatar emerged as both a major non-NATO ally of the United States and a middle power in the Arab world. Its economy has risen rapidly through its resource wealth, and its geopolitical power has risen through its media group, Al Jazeera Media Network, and reported support for rebel groups financially during the Arab Spring. Qatar also forms part of the Gulf Cooperation Council. Etymology: Pliny the Elder, a Roman writer, documented the earliest account pertaining to the inhabitants of the peninsula around the mid-1st century AD, referring to them as the QATARi, a designation that may have derived from the name of a prominent local settlement. A century later, Ptolemy produced the first known map to depict the peninsula, referring to it as QATAR. The map also referenced a town named Qadara to the east of the peninsula. The term QATAR was exclusively used until the 18th century, after which Qatar emerged as the most commonly recognized spelling. Eventually, after several variations, Qatar, and Qatar, the modern derivative Qatar was adopted as the country's name. In Standard Arabic, the name is pronounced, while in the local dialect it is English speakers use different approximate pronunciations of the name as the Arabic pronunciations use sounds not often used in English. Human habitation in Qatar dates back to 50,000 years ago. Settlements and tools dating back to the Stone Age have been unearthed in the peninsula. Mesopotamian artifacts originating from the Ubaid period have been discovered in abandoned coastal settlements. Al-Daisa, a settlement located on the western coast of Qatar, is the most important Ubaid site in the country and is believed to have accommodated a small seasonal encampment. Kassite Babylonian material dating back to the 2nd millennium BC found in Al-Khor Islands attests to trade relations between the inhabitants of QATAR and the Kassites in modern-day Bahrain. Among the findings were crushed snail shells and Kassite potsherds. It has been suggested that QATAR is the earliest known site of shellfish dye production, owing to a Kassite purple dye industry which existed on the coast. In 224 AD, the Sasanian Empire gained control over the territories surrounding the Persian Gulf. QATAR played a role in the commercial activity of the Sassanids, contributing at least two commodities, precious pearls and purple dye. Citation needed. Under the Sassanid reign, many of the inhabitants in eastern Arabia were introduced to Christianity following the eastward dispersal of the religion by Mesopotamian Christians. Monasteries were constructed and further settlements were founded during this era. During the latter part of the Christian era, QATAR comprised a region known as Beth Petray. The region was not limited to QATAR. It also included Bahrain, Tarak Island, Al-Khat, and Al-Hassa. In 628, the Islamic prophet Muhammad sent a Muslim envoy to a ruler in eastern Arabia named Munzir ibn Salwa al-Tamimi and requested that he and his subjects accept Islam. Munzir obliged his request, and accordingly most of the Arab tribes in the region converted to Islam. In the middle of the century, the Muslim conquest of Persia resulted in the fall of the Sasanian Empire. QATAR was described as a famous horse and camel breeding center during the Umayyad period. In the 8th century, it started benefiting from its commercially strategic position in the Persian Gulf and went on to become a center of pearl trading. Substantial development in the pearling industry around the Qatari Peninsula occurred during the Abbasid era. Ships voyaging from Basra to India and China would make stops in QATAR's ports during this period. Chinese porcelain, West African coins, and artifacts from Thailand have been discovered in QATAR. Archaeological remains from the 9th century suggest that QATAR's inhabitants used greater wealth to construct higher quality homes and public buildings. Over 100 stone-built houses, 2 mosques, and an Abbasid fort were constructed in Marwab during this period. When the Caliphate's prosperity declined in Iraq, so too did it in QATAR. QATAR is mentioned in 13th century Muslim scholar Yaqut al-Hamli's book, Mujam al-Buldan, which alludes to the Qataris' fine striped woven cloaks and their skills in improvement and finishing of spears. Much of eastern Arabia was controlled by the Usfurids in 1253, but control of the region was seized by the Prince of Ormus in 1320. QATAR's pearls provided the kingdom with one of its main sources of income. In 1515, Manuel I of Portugal vassalized the kingdom of Ormus. Portugal went on to seize a significant portion of eastern Arabia in 1521. In 1550, the inhabitants of Al-Hassa voluntarily submitted to the rule of the Ottomans, preferring them to the Portuguese. After the fall of the Jabrid dynasty with the conquest of Bahrain by the Portuguese, the Arabian coast up to Al-Hassa came under the rule and influence of the Portuguese Empire. Attempts by the Ottomans to dominate the region were eliminated with the reconquest of the castle of Taraf or Al-Khatif in 1551. Archaeological finds are still being excavated from one of the Portuguese fortresses that served as a base to dominate the region as Rueda. The first representation of QATAR appears on the Portuguese map by Luís Lázaro in 1563, showing the city of QATAR as a fortress. Having retained a negligible military presence in the area, the Ottomans were expelled by by the Bani Khalid tribe and their emirate in 1670 in 1766. Members of the Al Khalifa family of the Yudab Tribal Confederation migrated from Kuwait to Zubarah in Qatar. By the time of their arrival, the Bani Khalid exercised weak authority over the peninsula, notwithstanding the fact that the largest village was ruled by their distant king. In 1783, Qatar-based Bani Urbah clans and allied Arab tribes invaded and annexed Bahrain from the Persians. The Al Khalifa imposed their authority over Bahrain and retained their jurisdiction over Zubarah. Following his swearing-in as Crown Prince of the Wahhabi in 1788, Saad ibn Abd al-Aziz moved to expand Wahhabi territory eastward towards the Persian Gulf and Qatar. After defeating the Bani Khalid in 1795, the Wahhabi were attacked on two fronts. The Ottomans and Egyptians assaulted the western front, while the Al Khalifa in Bahrain and the Omanis launched an attack against the eastern front. Upon being made aware of the Egyptian advance on the western frontier in 1811, the Wahhabi emir reduced his garrisons in Bahrain and Zubarah in order to redeploy his troops. Said bin Sultan, ruler of Muscat, capitalized on this opportunity and raided the Wahhabi garrisons on the eastern coast, setting fire to the fort in Zubarah. The Al Khalifa was effectively returned to power thereafter. As punishment for piracy, an East India Company vessel bombarded Doha in 1821, destroying the town and forcing hundreds of residents to flee. In 1825, the House of Thani was established with Sheikh Mohammed bin Thani as the first leader. Although Qatar was considered a dependency of Bahrain, the Al Khalifa faced opposition from the local tribes. In 1867, the Al Khalifa, along with the ruler of Abu Dhabi, sent a massive naval force to Al Waqra in an effort to crush the Qatari rebels. This resulted in the Maritime Qatari-Bahraini War of 1867–68, in which Bahraini and Abu Dhabi forces sacked and looted Doha and Al Waqra. The Bahraini hostilities were in violation of the Perpetual Truce of Peace and Friendship of 1861. The joint incursion, in addition to the Qatari counterattack, prompted British political resident Colonel Louis Pelly to impose a settlement in 1868. His mission to Bahrain and Qatar and the resulting peace treaty were milestones because they implicitly recognized the distinctness of Qatar from Bahrain and explicitly acknowledged the position of Mohammed bin Thani. In addition to censuring Bahrain for its breach of agreement, Pelly negotiated with Qatari sheikhs who were represented by Mohammed bin Thani. The negotiations were the first stage in the development of Qatar as a sheikhdom.
had it figured out, believed in us, we were meant to be, no doubt. A teenage love, everybody else could see the way we were, living in a fantasy. When I kiss her, I don't know where we're going, I don't know at all. I don't know how we're going, I'll be moving on, I'll be moving on. Gotta let it go, living on my own, making
have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love, you say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose.
Take me back.
Could you ever love me? You don't even see me. I'm hanging around, wasting time, hoping that you drop by. And I don't pretend to know what you want. I don't even know where to start, but I'm willing to try. Even if you push me under, it's only gonna make me stronger. It's only gonna feed my hunger. Say the words, say the